Let's hit the field.
It is Monday, July 21st, and the Yankees were taking on the Blue Jays in Game 1 of a crucial 3-game series. A tough night for Carlos Rodon. Would the Yankees have a rally in their bones? My recap and your reactions coming up next. This is Pinstripe Territory.
Just wanted to talk, that's all.
Oh, somebody kill me, please! I want to die!
Man, I hoped we were done with that clip. I mean, what can you even say about this team, man? They are now 0-5 in Toronto this year. Can we just go ahead and just stop going to Canada? I mean, just cancel the games up there. Yankees can't win in there. Unbelievable. I mean, I'm at a loss. This team didn't even show up tonight. Just a really awful game. I think this one was deserving of the RANT cam. I don't care what the stats say, because the Yankees have better stats across the board than the Toronto Blue Jays. More home runs, more runs scored, lower ERA. We went over it on the pregame show. But tonight, the Blue Jays showed you why they have more of the only stat that matters: wins. Because tonight was not about the spreadsheets or the numbers. It was about executing baseball. It was about not striking out, right? Forcing the opposition to make plays. And the Blue Jays made the plays, and the Yankees didn't. Full stop. The Yankees choked this game away. This was supposed to be a statement game for the Yankees, that, hey, we're in this thing. And tonight, their statement was, we suck again. Carlos Rodon, the guy they gave $162 million to be that guy, crumbled in a big spot again. And this is why you can't trust him in big games. I mean, he'll pitch great in games that don't matter, but as soon as there's the chips on the line, the guy folds like a lawn chair. Every time the spotlight finds him, he blinks. And it wasn't just the 5 walks, right? It was a body language. It was nibbling. But the defense tonight is what drives me absolutely crazy. Oswald Peraza and Anthony Volpe, 2 guys who combined have fewer hits than Rick Astley. Not in there for their bats. In there for their defense. And what do? They throw away routine ground balls. 2 in a row that should have ended the inning, that could have changed the game. I mean, if the offense decided to do something. But, I mean, these were not highlight plays. I'm not asking for the nasty pick and throw. These were routine ground balls that should have ended the inning. 2 in a row. Plays that need to be made 999 times out of 1,000. These are plays that almost every decent high school infielder makes. And the Yankees threw 2 of them away in a row. These were little league plays. Focus. Execute. That is the job. That's why you make so much money. It's not because you look good in the uniform. And the offense just completely silent. A guy they typically crush, Kevin Gossman, acted like they never seen a split-fingered fastball before in their life. So yeah, this was a statement game. And the Blue Jays were the only ones doing the talking. And their statement was, we're better than you. That was their statement. And the most infuriating part is that the Yankees played lifeless baseball. I mean, it's 9:44 and the game is over. Baseball is not played on paper. It is played on the field. And this is why every trade deadline, I worry about what Cashman's going to do, because he's not going to try and get the team better, right? I mean, you go back and look at what the Red Sox did in 2004 when they made that big trade at the deadline. They traded Nomar. They got like a couple of different Orlando Cabrera. I mean, they got Doug Mientkiewicz. They got baseball players, right? Cashman's going to go out and try and collect stats. Strikeout rate, right? Spin rate, exit velocity. How about some guys who can avoid strikeouts? How about some guys who will make the routine plays when the lights are hot? How about playing some actual functioning grown-up baseball? Because tonight, the Yankees were an embarrassment, and I've had enough of it. Put the ball in play and you'll beat the Yankees. That's a great comment. I mean, it's very, very true.
All right, let's go. Let's get it going.
So 4-1, the final. Obviously, not much to brag about if you're a Yankees fan tonight. They only had 5 hits in the game. Grisham had a double, his 9th double of the year. Stanton hit a home run. You knew that was only a matter of time, and that was the Derek prediction. I'm not going to play the sound effect because we lost. F. Ross, I thought, threw the ball okay. Brubaker's got his ERA down to 3.75. He didn't look bad. But, I mean, you had some bad nights out there. Judge, 0 for 3, struck out a couple of times. They actually pitched to him, and he didn't come through. If they pitch to you in this series, you got to come through. I'm sorry. This is where the captain needs to step up. Wells, 0 for 4 with a couple of strikeouts. Volpe, 0 for 3. Popping up, trying to hit every ball out of the damn ballpark, as usual. I'm not going to get on Dominguez too bad because he hit the ball hard a couple of times, but he's 0 for 18 now. We need better, guys. We need better. Let's talk about Carlos Rodon.
Pitcher spotlight.
So the line isn't bad. 2 earned runs because he had a couple of errors behind him. But the 5 walks is what really stands out to you. Just would not throw the ball over the plate in big spots tonight. It was a grind. He was able to pitch out of a couple of jams, bases loaded twice, the 3rd and 4th innings. And he was able to get out of it both times. But you knew, I mean, after 27 pitches in the 2nd inning, by the 5th inning, he was going to be at 100 pitches. And my thought was, well, maybe he'll get through 5 and then the bullpen will blow it, right? But it was really the defense that cost him tonight. But again, you can't walk 5 guys. He's lucky it wasn't worse. Usually when he's walking guys, he'll serve up a home run. And I mean, the first pitch of the night from him was a slider that did nothing, and it was up and away. And right from that moment, I was like, oh, man, it's going to be one of those nights. And it ended up being one of those nights. At least he didn't serve up the meatball. Let's go to Frankie Baseball, see how he's feeling about this. Frankie, that's your new sound effect. Frankie, we got a bunch of voicemails tonight, but first I want to get your thoughts on just this pitiful performance by the Yankees.
I don't know what to say anymore. I feel like it's Groundhog Day. I feel like we've been here before. We have just a few weeks ago. Once again, Toronto outclassed us in every way imaginable. And yet again, it was the Yankees making stupid mistakes especially with the errors, too, that were just killers tonight. My main thought is that I just feel so bad for Carlos Rodon. That man deserves so much better than what we gave him tonight.
I didn't think he was good tonight. He walked 5 guys. I mean, people are saying it's not his fault. Like, quit harping on it. But he's supposed to pitch like an ace in a game like this, and he couldn't throw strikes.
You're correct about that. I was just thinking about those 2 errors. Like, he should have.
Oh,
yes, he struggled at good points. But he got us out of that inning. It was a tough situation there. There were a couple times, I think, in the 3rd and the 4th inning, where he goed up the bases. But in that instance, he got us out of it. He had that great at bat. I forget who it was, the Blue Jay, the 15 pitch at bat. He had got us out of it. He got a grounder, and twice the Yankees defense screwed it up. And so I feel bad for him in that regard. But I don't know. I just cannot believe that yet again, just like last year, and maybe it's not surprising, but just this team has not fixed any of the problems of last year. The stupid lack of fundamentals is just killing this team, and it's led to our 4-game deficit in the AL East.
There's a few mysteries in this universe that I don't know will ever be solved. You know, who killed Jimmy Hoffa, right? Where is the Ark of the Covenant, if it exists? You know, like, and why is Oswald Peraza still on this team? Why is he still getting playing time? He can't hit, and he makes a lot of errors for a guy who is supposed to be a defensive whiz. And Volpe, I mean, he's hitting .214, and he's leading the entire league in errors at every position. I don't get it, man. Let's play some voicemails here. This first one, I think, sums it up. I think it sums it up pretty well.
What the fuck?
That's the voicemail. First of all,
we need that as a sound for the rest of the year. Yes, every animal feel bad.
First of all, great call. Great call. Here's Tad.
Ed from Brooklyn here. 2 things we know about this team. 1, Stanton is going to hit in the playoffs. And 2, Volpe is going to have an error in a big game, any big game. I can't stand him. I can't stand his face. I don't care if he's a good old Italian boy like Jolton Joe DiMaggio from the hometown. Get him the fuck out of here. He sucks. He plays the most important position on the field, and every time in every big game you got to hold your breath when they hit the ball to him. I can't stand it, Derek. I'm over him. Take Peraza with you.
Wow. Other than that, Mrs. Kennedy, how was the parade?
You know, to quote the great Lloyd Benson, Anthony Volpe, I knew Derek Jeter. Derek Jeter was a friend of mine, and you, sir, are no Derek Jeter.
That's well done. Well done. I'm getting a lot of slack for being tough on Rodon. Am I the only one who saw Rodon struggle the entire game? Yeah, he pitched out of some jams, but it's because he's loading the bases. I mean, yeah, the Yankees made 2 errors tonight, but that wasn't the only problem. I mean, he was throwing a gazillion pitches before that, and I just didn't think he was that great tonight. I mean, yes, this is mostly on the defense and the lack of offense, but Rodon doesn't get like a pass. I mean, 5 walks. You can't walk 5 people as a major league starting pitcher. The errors were a pain in the ass. The walks suck. The offense was crap tonight. I really thought that they might get to Gausman. I mean, they generally hit Gausman pretty well, and Judge especially hits Gausman pretty well, but, you know, nothing tonight. Here's another call.
Man, you just hate to see it, honestly. You really do. Rodon
It's not what you want.
didn't have his A stuff tonight, but the dude's out there grinding, and the defense is just playing like absolute garbage behind him. And just to see, one of the biggest series of the year up until this point, a team that just kicked your butt the last time you saw them, swept you in 4 games, something they never even done before in the history of that franchise. And this is how you respond when you come back to see them again, is pathetic. That this is the state of Yankees baseball and the brand of Yankees baseball that this team is playing right now. It is pathetic.
Yeah, I mean, pathetic is the right word for it. And we got Katie Herring saying the same thing. I got people arguing with me in the chat. Winter says, dude, Rodon had 27 pitches in the second inning. Other than that, his pitch count was fine until he ran into the 5th inning. You're talking about a really bad second inning, and then you're talking about until the 5th inning when he loaded the bases again. Like, you just need him to be better in big games, right? I mean, you just need him to be better in big spots. Look, I'm not casting all of the blame on Rodon. I'm saying he shares some of the blame for not stepping up tonight. And you know, really it's just a team, like you have the team belt. Tonight's like the team anti-belt, right? It's like if the belt and the anti-belt collide, they annihilate each other. All right, well, that's what I need. I need the entire team is the bum of the night.
I was about to say that.
Yankees. The entire team is the bums of the night. Frankie, let me get your thoughts on this. Spencer Jones tearing the cover off the ball. Are you on the call him up thing, or are you on the trade him thing? And we don't really have at bats for him right now. It's hard to say that when a team goes, 5 hits and doesn't really do anything offensively, but most of the time we're not going to have at bats for him. Bellinger had to sit tonight. By the way, why not pinch hit Bellinger, who's been red hot, for Dominguez there, who was 0 for 17 or whatever in his final at bat? I don't get it. But where do you stand on Spencer Jones?
See, that's a smart idea, Derek. If we had a smart manager, just maybe we could do something like that. I'm worried about, because yes, Spencer is playing unbelievable right now. I mean, every time you see a video of him, it's hitting the ball out of the park. But I hate to keep going back to Volpe, but I keep thinking that maybe, just maybe, we brought up Volpe a little too soon. And I don't want that to happen with Spencer. I want him to just wait a little bit more, and then we can bring him up. I don't want to rush him into it, and then all of a sudden, he gets up there and he struggles, and then we don't bring him down because that'd be embarrassing. I just don't want the same thing to happen to Volpe to happen with Spencer Jones. But yeah, he's certainly been amazing right now, and I can't wait to see him up, and hopefully he can deliver just as he's done in the minors. I do want to add one thing. We were talking about the lineup construction. I was thinking, for the rest of this series, why not, the Yankees better put Stanton behind Judge. If they're going to keep potentially walking Judge, why not put Stanton? Stanton's the only guy who's hitting right now against the Blue Jays. Right. It just makes sense. Again, if Boone and whoever put together this lineup got their heads out of their rear ends, maybe that's something they could do for the rest of the series. Put Stanton behind Judge, and maybe things would turn out differently. Maybe. It wouldn't be different. How could it be any worse than what we've had so far in these last 5 games?
Yeah, that's a great point. Here we go. We got another call here about Peraza.
Hey, Pinstripe. First, thanks for always having an awesome show. Just more of a vent. Why do we keep going back to Peraza and Vivas and not give Lombard a shot?
Well, Lombard is struggling in Double-A. I mean, he homered in a couple of games in a row, but he's just not ready yet. We might see him next year, but at this point, he's not ready. Jakai says, nervous clowns, all of them. Yeah, that's a great diagnosis, man. Val in NY says, Judge needs better protection. Are you saying that because he just had a baby? No. Analytics bot says, no. I mean, Rodon walked the worst hitter on the team twice, and everybody wants to give him a pass. I'm sorry, I'm not backing down on this one. He's got to pitch better. We got a quick word from HelloFresh, and then back with some final comments here with Frankie in just a minute.
Kratz, what do? I'm in a bind, and I need to make some food at home. I would like it to be home cooked, but I don't want to deal with any of the grocery crap.
HelloFresh, get it done. And they'll start to know when you're in a bind, and they'll figure it out for you, sending something new whenever you order it. It's freaking awesome.
Yeah, it is. And there are dozens of menu items to choose from each week. They can also help you out if you need a little assistance. They can kind of cater to what your needs are or what your preferences are. They'll do a little Q&A session for you, and then you can be the star at home. Kratz is a superstar dad at home for his HelloFresh expertise. And if you want to get involved, then you can make sure that your summer is more enjoyable and delicious at HelloFresh.com/FT10FM. Get 10 free meals with a free item for life when you do that. HelloFresh.com/FT10FM. One per box with an active subscription. Free meals are applied as a discount on the first box. New subscribers only. Varies by plan.
All right. Welcome back into Mr. Frankie Baseball. All right, so Frankie, do the Yankees have any chance of winning any games in this series, or are we staring down the barrel of another sweep? Because I feel like the effort that came out of this team tonight, this squad, you got a rookie going tomorrow, and then you got Max Fried going in Game 3, who's coming back off a blister. I feel like things might not be lining up. We need a big performance out of Cam Schlittler tomorrow.
Absolutely. I'm not going to say it's over because this team does have the tendency to, just when you think they're out, they pull you right back in.
They pull you back in.
They pull you right back in. It always comes back to Godfather when we're talking. So I'm not going to say it's over. I'm not going to say that they're not going to win. They could easily win the next two games. So we all be like, how the heck did that happen? So I'm not going to rule it out, but it's not looking good. I will say, and we talked about this before, if they get swept, it's over. The AL East is done, and then it's about getting a wild card spot, which at this point, who cares about that because you're not going anywhere. I do want to weigh in one more thing on the Rodon thing. I think people are defending him in the regards to the fact that I don't think when people are looking at who's the main fault tonight, it's not
right.
Rodon. They're looking at the defense. They're looking at the lack of offense.
Oh, I agree.
I think it's the fifth inning that again, he should have gotten out of that. And then I think the other moment that really stood out to Yankee fans was when he got back into the dugout, and even after those 2 hours, he was still pumping his guys up, saying, "Come on, guys, we got this." Like, I think a lot of Yankee fans really love to see that. Something. And by the way, why isn't Boone doing that? Shouldn't the manager be doing that? No, it shouldn't be the guy who was just busting his rear end out there and had the defense fail him. But so I think that is what Yankee fans take away tonight. No, he did not have his best stuff, but they were impressed with how hard he fought tonight.
He did fight, but two walks to the worst hitter on the team, 5 walks. I mean, you know, this is a big game. This is a big game. You got to step up once in a while in a big game. I mean, how many times has he pitched in big games and delivered 7 innings of 1-run ball? It just doesn't happen, right? It just doesn't happen. So, I mean, I'm not giving him a total pass tonight, and I'm not giving anybody on the team a pass tonight. I don't want to sound like I'm ranting against Rodon because I don't think he was horrible tonight. I mean, he didn't give up any 3-run home runs. I mean, not that it would have mattered because we didn't score any runs, but you know, he was definitely not on his game and didn't have any put away stuff. But hey, I mean, sometimes you're just going to have nights like that. At least he did battle. So I'll give him that. I'll give him his props on that. But anyway, tough night for the Yankees. Hopefully we bounce back tomorrow. Call in. We'll maybe do some voicemails if we get the appropriate response to tonight's game. But hey, Frankie, any final thoughts?
I think we should just play the Adam Sandler clip just to wrap it up. It is the perfect description of the 2025 Yankees.
I think I go ahead and agree with you real quick here.
Oh, somebody kill me, please. I want to
If you made it this far, do us a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and join our community. You can also be a part of the show by calling in at 718-899-1068. Also, part of the way that we maintain and fund all of this is through NYYDesigns.shop. Check it out now. Get all sorts of fun Yankees merch, hats, hoodies, zip-ups, beanies, mugs, you name it. We've got it. Check it out, NYYDesigns.shop. And check out Pinstripe Territory on all your favorite podcast platforms. We are the official Yankees podcast of the Foul Territory Network. We're here for post-game shows after every single game, and we're here before a lot of games to talk about the game, preview the lineup, the pitching matchups, and things like that. And we're here all off-season to talk about the latest in Yankees rumors, news, etc. Join our community. We'll see you next time.